Hello everyone! I'm Duncan. This is Momo.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to new episode. This week we plan to continue with our Dust of Dreams episode 2, but Duncan said that he wanna do some special episode because something apparently important happened.
Yeah, I mean everybody in Malazan YouTube community knows pretty much what happened, and I just wanted to kind of a little bit talk about it. This is the first time actually that we stopped our schedule of one season. Usually, when we do special episodes, is after one season is finished. So this
Yeah.
is, I guess, first time we didn't want to wait. Uh, so first of all, I just want to kind of tell to everyone what this is about. And I don't think anyone knows 100% what happened here. But basically, uh, I feel that it's either five or four booktubers made an episode about Dead House Gates. So that's how it started. And they had discussion there about Felisin. And of course,
Oh,
Felisin always, it's,
always,
even
always
you and
very
I,
popular. Yeah.
if we had our own discussion, our differences about Felisin, they had it too. But that's not where the story kind of starts. The thing is, there were two commenters going at each other. They weren't really, I don't know how to, they were kind of a little bit aggressive, passive aggressive in their stance regarding Felisin, and Erikson responded there.
That's never a good idea.
So that's the first thing. But second thing is he also wrote an essay, and we already knew that Erickson that's how he is. Like if he feels strongly about something, he wrote essay about Karsa and barbarian culture before. He also wrote essay about what was something was about characterization. Now
Yes.
he wrote essay about where he came from when he talked about Felisin, also on Facebook. Also, he wrote, I mean, House of Chains, third of the book, is basically one POV, and the reason for it is his response. Somebody told him he couldn't write it, like he had to swap. So, like, Erickson is kind of engaging. He's an engaging person. But apparently, once he wrote that essay, some people took that the wrong way. I don't know details, to be honest. I couldn't find it on the internet, but apparently it was fairly serious to the point where Erickson decided that he wanted to refrain himself from kind of interacting this much with YouTube. Probably he will not post for a long time on YouTube. I don't know. Like, I'm trying to think what could have happened. He probably received a bunch of personal messages or something from people who are probably not even readers. You know how people are, like, especially now with COVID, it's like you give them a spark and they will make a fire. It's simply how it is. But maybe publishers got involved. Who knows? Like, I really don't know exactly what happened, but the result is sad for us all because we all kind of. Like, whenever I would find on YouTube Erickson writing something, it was fun to me to hear his thoughts. Whenever I would, every now and then, interview would pop up as well. So to me, that was
Yeah, I think it's in general it's kind of lost to for community.
it's big
But
loss.
here are like my few thoughts because I didn't I wasn't on Reddit for a couple of days, and Duncan told me this yesterday. So first I went to that video and I read comments, and I can say that for YouTube comment section it was fairly tame. Like there were no insults thrown, and I I don't want to sound harsh, but like this is the best you can expect from YouTube comment section, in my opinion. Like uh, what always makes me mad in these types of uh, 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 like situations where somebody is arguing on internet is there are a couple of problems here. First is that it's very hard to get your point across when you are not speaking it. It's much easier when, for example, I speak with you and we ourselves have huge disagreement about Felisin. And I read that I think his name was Sweet Lard. He started, and he didn't write anything like wrong in my opinion. I actually agree with him, like very much. I'm not huge fan of Felisin, and he didn't say anything wrong. He said that she's not deserving. She's not deserving respect, and I agree with him. She didn't do anything to deserve respect. She's victim. She deserves our compassion, but in my opinion, if she would be deserving of respect if she was like, despite her situation, if she was better person. She wasn't. She was, I don't want to say a terrible person, but fairly close to it. She was very toxic. So I understand her situation. I feel compassion for her, but not respect. And this guy was saying the same, like, if you wanna get respect, you need to deserve it. She didn't do anything to deserve it. If she rise above her situation, that would be deserving of respect. And problems start after that, because generally when you write huge block of text, nobody's gonna read it completely. Like, people will generally just skim through it, especially if they don't agree with it. And when you skim to it, you generally see a sentence or two that maybe sound really bad, taken out of context. And what the person after that did exactly the same. Like, she found sentence or two that she really didn't agree, and she was kind of snarky, little bit. She was polite, but she was like high and mighty and ironic, and that started like fairly tame. I don't want to say conversation, because it wasn't conversation, it was argument, because both of them, especially that, I forgot her name.
Maybe it was Guy. Why do you think it's female?
I think it was female, but I'm not sure. It doesn't matter. And my problem here is that generally people, when they argue, they don't try to understand other point of view. That's the first thing. But most importantly, they cannot comprehend that somebody can have different opinion than them. And in situation like these, there are wrong opinions, but it's much more nuanced than simple I adore Felisin and I hate Felisin. I hated Felisin, like, up until our current reread, where actually you opened my eyes. And after that, my view of Felisin changed, but I still don't like her. I just understand her a little better, but I still don't like her. And this is generally a problem when you are arguing with somebody who has like different opinion than you. Just like, try to not understand it, but try to come to peace that there are people that you will disagree with. Don't be dick about it. And I honestly don't think Erikson wrote there. In my he was on side of that other person that I disagree. Actually, I think you agree with her more.
Well, I don't know if it's female, but of course I agree with her.
Yeah, but do you agree with his or her tone? Did you find it, let me ask you this, did you find it like snarky, like high and mighty?
The thing is, I care so little about it that, like, there is no way I would ever respond to that guy. That's the thing with me.
Yeah, but you read his post, and you disagree with it. But was there anything like blatantly wrong about his view?
I completely disagree with his view.
Okay, but do you think it's like terribly wrong? Or you also, like, we have different opinions of Felisin. But, like, I understand where you're coming from. And you probably understand where I'm coming from.
Yeah, but I mean, if we went a little bit deeper into what he wrote, like, there were things that like, if I cared enough to respond, I would probably be almost angry like that person who responded, because it's simply like we perceive the character in a different way. And so whenever you have that type of dynamic, I don't think there will be peaceful conversation.
Yes, but let's try to, like, just put it in, like, I don't know how to call it, but couple of statements. Like, Felisin is like, I don't know, 15, 16 years old.
Or 14 or 12.
Maybe 40. Okay, she's a child, basically. Not child, young adult. Like, I don't know, 14, 15 years, extremely young. She went through terrible situation, like extremely traumatic, right?
Yes.
And it's kind of understandable that she turned out the way she turned out. Okay?
Okay.
Is she a pleasant person?
No.
Okay, so what's the problem here? She's not pleasant. I understand why she's not pleasant person. But she's not pleasant person.
There is no problem with that at all.
Okay, let's talk about respect. Does she deserve respect?
Why would that be even a question? That is what I'm.
What she did to deserve respect.
Why would she need our respect?
Okay, but we are speaking.
Well, I feel that's kind of the point. It's like we are the judge of a character that doesn't need our judgment.
Yeah, but we are readers. We judge character. That's what we do.
Yes,
there are characters that we like and characters that we don't like. I don't like. I understand everything. What she went through. I would probably be same as her, maybe even worse. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that I found her unpleasant. Now
that's fine.
Now that like, if she was in same situation, 16-year-old, and she was, I don't know, fiddler. She had, like she was good and strong and nice. I would like her more. I don't see problem when I say this.
I don't see the problem. Problem to me is like, why is there necessity to rationalize that? Like, why? It's unpleasant. Some people are not inclined to maybe forgive what she's doing. But like, he went in that post a little bit too much, trying to justify his, I guess, non-respect of her, or he found her even repulsive. I believe at one point in the post he said something like, which, for example, pulled my nerve personally, when he said that she embraces, that poison or negativity. She embraces it like it's something, to be taken in. And to me, that kind of told me that this person that cannot really put themselves in the shoe of Felisin, because like her experience and what she experienced in that story, obviously, is like, how do I imagine it? Like, if I try to imagine her emotional state with something physical, is imagine you are standing in front of 100 feet tsunami, and this 100 feet tsunami is what is going to happen to your body when that tsunami washes over you? You are going to be shredded to pieces, and so that's how I felt that story of Felisin, and that's what happened to her emotionally. Like, she got betrayed by.
Yes, but that is the key word, man. You felt.
Yes.
This guy felt differently. That's the point about this whole discussion, man, that there is no need to be a dick about anybody's opinion.
Yes, but why rationalize?
Unless you are saying, like, Bidital is greatest guy ever, or something. But these are nuanced opinion. Like million people will read Felisin, and million people will each have slightly different view of her.
But do you see how wrong that is, the way he imagining her story? Like, he's imagining it.
Yeah, but it's wrong. Yes, but
you don't embrace that, man. That thing kills you. It's not like you have option to embrace that tsunami of slaughter. It kills you, man. And so
no, I'm just saying, like, just be a little bit more respectful of other people's opinions, especially, man, on this. Like, it's fairly complicated issue. Like, and this is another thing, man. Like, Markov great character is exactly this. That million people will read about this character, and like there is no middle. There are people who hate it and there are people who love it. And I think characters like those are extremely, extremely rare. For example, like Whiskey Jack, everybody likes Whiskey Jack. Or maybe you don't love him, but you are neutral. But characters that people either love or hate, in my opinion, are testament of a great author. And I really think that Steven really did a great job here. And I understand why he's defensive of Felisin, because like he wrote her, that's the first thing, and he know like everything that you feel he probably felt when he was writing her. But I always when I read about Felisin, I think about guy who got more shit thrown his way and he turned out quite differently. Can you guess who that is?
You mean Tok?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean Tok is even he's a little bit more unrealistic character.
Yeah, but that's in my opinion that's deserving respect. That no matter like what life throws at you, you are still good person. It's unrealistic. I wouldn't be like that. Like I'm 99.999% sure, but it's admirable to me. Like
Yeah.
that is somebody who I wanna be. I wanna be Tok. I don't wanna be Felisin.
Thing is, no, I don't want anybody to be Felisin or put into that situation, but I also don't think that we should be judging Felisin for what she did. Like, we shouldn't be thinking about, she doesn't need respect, she needs love. That's what she needs, unconditional love. So whenever somebody is trying to...
I don't believe in unconditional love.
Well, that's the character that needs it. And that's when you realize her state, the way I feel it. Like
what's perhaps my biggest gripe with Felisin?
I don't know.
That near the end, she actually realizes what Tavore did. She realized that Tavore didn't betray her. She realizes that, what Tavore did is, I'm not trying to excuse Tavore, but I am actually a little bit. But she realized everything that Tavore did. That this was for show, that she had a plan to save her, and that doesn't change anything in her.
Yeah,
that's my biggest problem with
that's why
Felisin.
I don't like that feels like a judging of her character, and I hate that. Like, I don't want to judge
fuck
Felisin.
you
Like, people need to stop judging Felisin or keep judging her, but that's just my opinion.
That's what I'm saying. Why? If you wanna judge her, that's what I'm saying.
Well, because when you judge a character like that, it means that you are not capable of putting yourself in her shoes. That's why. I mean, you maybe feel that you can.
Okay, but now you are saying that basically anybody who had shitty, I don't know, cards, shitty cards dealt to him in life, like have basically blank check to do everything that they want to do without us judging them.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Like, here is the thing. If you have two murderers and one had extremely traumatic childhood and another had perfect upbringing, in my opinion, that guy who had traumatic childhood deserves some leniency, but he still need to be judged. That's my point. No matter what life dealt you, you are responsible for your actions. You deserve compassion. You deserve even help. But you also deserve, in my opinion, judgment. And, you will not get passed for the shit that you do. That's my opinion.
Yeah, it depends obviously from case to case and how somebody felt that story, how much person feels that Felisin had control over events. Like, if you feel that she had...
Yes, listen, I agree. Like, she didn't do anything majorly wrong.
Even the
I mean,
things that she did wrong, I can see it. You know why?
And another very important thing that became obvious right now, and like, especially on internet, when you are arguing somebody, you need to be prepared that you will not change his opinion. Like, even in person, when you are arguing with somebody, like in 99.9% of times, you will not change. I mean, how many times we had different opinions?
Well, we just showed one.
Okay, and how many times, like one of us came to see the other side? It happened, but very few times. Like, I saw, like, my view of Felisin really changed. I despised her. Until you basically explained to me uh, things that I kinda knew, but I didn't register them in my head. But I still couldn't bring myself to actually like her or love her.
That's
I
the thing.
understood her a little bit better, but I still couldn't bring myself to like her.
No, that's the thing that I also wanna say here. That, for example, there are characters that I don't understand, or not understand, but that I don't feel like somebody will be empathetic towards certain character more than me. So that will be very subjective.
Yes.
It's simply that's the nature. It's very subjective how we take these things in.
It's funny, man, because we planned this to speak about Erikson, and we ended up speaking about Felisin most of the time. But on the note of Erikson, while I'm sad that this happened, because I think it was kind of positive thing for Malazan community, and I think in last year Malazan community had, like, I don't know, surge, golden age, truly.
Boom.
Like, I remember when we started this, there were like almost nobody doing this, and now there's suddenly so many people doing it. It's such a joy, man. Like, I remember being starved for Malazan content, and now I have different problem. I cannot keep up with everything Malazan that is coming on YouTube, on podcast, and stuff like that. So this will definitely not hurt it, like, in a big way, but I think Erikson will be missed. But
He will
I'm
be
kind of,
there.
yeah, I think he will be there, just more lurking, more passive observer than active one. But I'm also happy because I think I read his Facebook post that he also he said that he felt that what he was doing, being very active on this community, was huge, like time sink for him. So he will now probably write more, and that is always a great thing. And at the end of the day, like, concerning his decision, man, I always say, like, you do what makes you happy. Like, if you find this type of argument on YouTube, like, cancerous and annoying, by all means, do what makes you happy. And if this comment section disturbed him, I have bad news for him, man.
No, I don't
Because
think this disturbed him.
I don't think so too. But if it did, I mean, this was very, very tame. Like, I already said what were the problems, but this was, like, one of the more gentlemanly discussions on YouTube comment section, because I have seen much worse, man.
Yeah,
And in
especially
general,
now.
I wanna say I'm on YouTube for like 15 years. I think I posted in comment section maybe 5 times. Maybe not even that. I think you never posted anything.
Yeah, I don't post.
Because I generally think, like, if I don't know why I don't post, actually. I have no good I just don't do it. I think because of these things.
No, the reason why I don't post is that I truly don't care. Like, to me, it's more like I like there is somebody who is stranger, and there is no way it will get a reaction out of me. That's how little I care. It seems like I don't expect somebody to react to something that I say. Like, it's different in community when you are part of certain
That's
community.
that's damaging thing to say from like YouTube content creator.
Yeah, but that's no. I don't feel like so. Like, imagine some commenter on a video and you wanna answer to them.
Yeah.
You see?
You know what I laughed? Like yesterday, I realized that on our last two videos, somebody literally posting some like porn dating sites. Did you notice that?
Yeah, but those are some bots.
Yeah, but like I didn't even bother to removing them. I don't give a like. I don't want to give that guy time of day to remove him. So that's that's like my view of like those type of people.
Yeah, it's just I really don't engage with people online. Unfortunately, maybe that's a little bit bad. To have no online presence.
Yeah,
That's me.
probably. But anyway, like I hope Erikson will like be more happy now, and I hope next book will be a little bit faster than it would have otherwise have been. But anyway, do you have anything else to say?
No, I think this was good episode.
Yeah, but we still didn't come to any terms about Felisin, and I don't think we ever will. No matter like I think if we had our entire life to discuss her, we would still be on opposite sides here.
Yeah.
And that is the point, man. That there are some like things
You know why
that
I'm
are
sad?
why.
Because I don't care. That's like I don't even care.
But that is actually good, man. Like
I
why
feel a
would
little bit
you?
dead inside, to be honest.
You are
When I
dead
truly
inside,
don't
but
care that but
nor do I care that like somebody. I'm actually happy that you find like I didn't know that you have this much humanity inside of you to to actually understand somebody like Felisin. That warms my heart a little bit.
yeah.
That you are not completely dead inside.
Man, every
But
time I read that, like I don't read that, but every time I read her ending, I cry. It's weird character for me.
yeah, may I cry when Whiskey Jack dies.
Uh,
And I know that you laughed.
I bet color.
Yeah.
Show him.
But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode and see ya next week. Bye.
Bye.